Jenna Swimwear, designed for strength, style, and sun-soaked days. Discover the ultimate swimwear collection that embraces your unique beauty. With Jenna, you can make a statement wherever you go. Jenna Swimwear, that's more than just a suit. It's a statement of self-expression.
You know, one of the toughest guys I ever faced in the ring was Big John Studd. That guy was a beast.
Oh, I remember Big John Studd. He was a force to be reckoned with in the ring. Did you know he started training in professional wrestling back in 1972?
Yeah, under the legendary Killer Kowalski. He made his debut that same year and really made his presence felt in the NWA.
Absolutely. And then he moved on to the WWF, which was known as WWF at the time. He faced off against some of the all-time greats like Gorilla Monsoon and Pedro Morales.
I remember watching those matches. Big John Studd was a force to be reckoned with in the ring. It's no wonder he was only with WWF until 1973 before moving on to wrestle for various NWA affiliated promotions.
Big John Studd was a true wrestling legend. I don't think there's anyone quite like him in the ring today.
Definitely. His size, strength, and skill made him a formidable opponent for anyone who stepped into the ring with him. Jesse, did you know that over the course of his runs with the NWA, Big John Studd won a number of different championships?
Yes, Gorilla, I am aware of that. He was a very accomplished wrestler during his time in the NWA.
That's right. He won the NWA Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles 4 times with names like Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, and Ken Patera.
That's quite an impressive tag team record.
And in addition to his tag team success, he also won singles titles as well. He became NWA Canadian Heavyweight Champion, NWA North American Heavyweight Champion, and NWA American Heavyweight Champion.
That's a remarkable achievement. He was clearly a very talented wrestler.
However, in 1982, Studd rejoined the WWF and embarked on his most well-known run of his career.
Yes, I remember that. He became one of the most hated villains in the WWF at the time.
Well, did you know that Big John Studd was managed by classy Freddie Blassie when he returned to WWF in 1982?
Really? I thought he was managed by Bobby Heenan.
He was later, but initially, it was Blassie. Studd was a huge threat, facing Bob Backlund and even challenging Hulk Hogan for the WWF World Heavyweight Championship.
But he never won the title from Backlund, right?
That's right. No matter how many times he won by disqualification, he couldn't dethrone Backlund.
And what about Hulk Hogan?
Studd faced him too, but Hogan was too much for him. Studd also made some appearances for New Japan Pro Wrestling, which was pretty cool.
I remember when he joined Bobby Heenan's group, the Heenan family, in 1984. That was a big deal.
It sure was. But Studd's biggest rival throughout his WWF career was Andre the Giant. They had some epic battles.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Studd was a force to be reckoned with, but Andre was just too big and strong. Studd and his manager issued a body slam challenge, offering $10,000 to anyone who could slam the Giant.
But it was the 7'4", 520-pound Andre who answered the call and nearly put Stud on his back.
However, Blassie interfered, attacking Andre from behind.
The feud escalated, with Andre slamming Stud countless times, even collapsing the ring with one particularly brutal slam.
Despite this, Stud stubbornly refused to admit that he had been slammed, maintaining his declaration as the true giant of wrestling.
In late 1984, Stud was paired with Bobby "The Brain" Heenan, who helped take the Andre-Stud feud to new heights.
That's right, Gorilla. They really escalated the rivalry.
It happened during a tag team match on WWF Championship Wrestling. Stud and Ken Patera faced Andre the Giant and S.D. Jones.
Stud and Patera played dirty throughout the match.
They attacked Andre after the disqualification and even cut his hair.
Outrageous. They were trying to humiliate him.
Andre was furious and demanded revenge. Stud agreed to a $15,000 body slam challenge at Wrestlemania.
The stakes were high. If Andre couldn't body slam Stud, he would have to retire.
This match became a legendary moment in wrestling history.
It certainly was, Gorilla. It's still talked about to this day.
We now cut back to Lord Alfred Hayes, who says we are now on to our most intriguing match, if I dare use that word.
Yes, Gorilla, this is the body slam challenge between Andre the Giant and Big John Stud.
Lord Alfred gets to the heart of the matter as he says John Stud says he is the true giant, while Andre claims he is the giant.
Well, I guess I can't argue with that. There's some heavy stuff going on in this feud. Big John Stud claiming he's the only true giant in wrestling. He's looking more like Bob Ross every day.
And Bobby Heenan guaranteeing that for $15,000 and a haircut, they're going to be eliminating Andre from professional wrestling.
It wasn't my favorite Bobby Heenan promo, but it was definitely a precursor to what he would become.
This match got so over that it was resold and repackaged more times than the main event. I never understood why it was so popular, though. It was just awful.
If they ever did a countdown of the top WrestleMania matches, this one would always be chosen. It's like everyone forgot how terrible it actually was.
Well, I guess that's just the nature of professional wrestling, Jesse. Fans love the drama and the chaos, even if the match isn't top quality. In this matchup, you have the tale of two big men.
Stud stands at a massive 370 pounds.
I never noticed this until now, but whenever they introduce Andre, it sounds like they're saying he's hailing from
Grenoble, France.
France.
With a name like that, I'd be craving a little trail mix.
From granola in the French Alps sounds more like a dish than an entire entree. So Jesse, what do you make of Andre's motives in this match?
Well, Gorilla, it's been widely reported that Andre was struggling financially. In fact, he almost had to retire because he couldn't make ends meet.
Yet if you look at it from Andre's perspective, if winning $15,000 was such a big deal, what do you think he's getting paid to wrestle?
Exactly, Gorilla. We learned earlier that Andre was mostly working for free, with his only compensation being a percentage of the gate. Which means
that bag of money in the ring is more than just his winnings. It's essentially Andre's salary for this match.
That's right. So, while the storyline revolves around Andre's greed, it's worth considering that he may simply be trying to secure his financial future. The match begins as Stud pounds right away as he goes to work on Andre with shots in the corner.
Andre chops away in response, followed by a big headbutt.
Andre's trying to wear Stud down early with his signature power moves.
But Stud is a resilient competitor. He's not going to go down without a fight. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Andre, the Giant, is ready to give Big John Stud the worst beating of his life. Stud is taking a beating, but he's still trying to fight back. Oh my goodness! Andre is turning his back to Stud and giving him that classic corner splash.
That's a reverse butt gorilla. Stud is trying to body slam Andre, but he's too weak.
The fans are chanting, slam, slam.
Andre is going for the bear hug now.
Andre catches a boot, but he comes right back with a punch to Stud's head.
Andre is softening up Stud's legs with these crazy MMA kicks.
Those kicks are setting up the slam.
Andre has him up in the lights.
And there is. Andre slams Stud for the huge pop.
As a result of an incredible display of strength and stamina, this match is over in a mere 5 minutes and 54 seconds.
Yes, folks, Andre the Giant has proven victorious over Big John Stud, earning himself the coveted $15,000. My goodness, Jesse, did you see that?
See what, gorilla?
The Giant just threw all that money into the crowd.
Honest to goodness, I think that was Vince's last bit of money.
What makes you say that?
Well, it makes sense for the urban legend. That's why Heenan snatched it like a thief in the night. Especially if Vince didn't want to lose any more than he had to.
I wonder if that's true. Jesse, that match we just saw between Andre the Giant and John Stud was pretty terrible.
I have to agree with you on that one, gorilla. But you know what? The fans loved it. Andre is a legend, and he had to be on the card.
That's true. This was part of a big feud between Andre and Stud. Remember when Stud cut Andre's hair a few weeks back? That was intense.
Oh yeah, that was a brutal moment. But unfortunately, the match itself was pretty weak. I mean, what else can you expect from two guys like Andre and Stud, especially with Andre's body starting to fail on him?
It's sad to see Andre struggling in the ring, but he still gives it his all for the fans. And they appreciate every moment of it.
Well said, gorilla. And I'm sure we'll continue to see Andre's legacy live on in the hearts of wrestling fans everywhere. Let's just hope his body can hold up for a few more memorable matches.